Welcome back to Know All Paranormal. Today, Kevin and I are going to be diving into one of the most fascinating questions in UFO lore. Where do UFOs show up the most, and why there?
Sightings aren't just random. They seem to cluster in certain environments like deserts and bodies of water, especially here in the US. These places provide the perfect backdrop for strange, unexplained phenomena.
So let's start in the deserts of western United States. For decades, these wide open, often empty spaces have been linked to UFOs. Clear skies, no light pollution, and miles of visibility make them prime spots for spotting weird lights and mysterious crafts.
And of course, the most famous desert hotspot of them all, Area 51 in Nevada, for years the secrecy surrounding the base has fueled speculation about alien technology and government cover ups.
And people report lights hovering, strange maneuvers in the sky, and crafts that don't look or move like anything human made. The lack of answers just keeps the mystery alive.
Then there's the Mojave Desert stretching across California. That area has racked up countless UFO sightings, strange lights darting across the night sky, unexplained objects that seem to appear and vanish.
And if you head south into Arizona, we find one of the most famous mass sightings in US history. The Phoenix lights of 1997, right?
Yeah,
Thousands of people reported seeing a massive V-shaped formation of lights hovering silently.
that's a big one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some said they were just military flares, but others are convinced it was a craft, something otherworldly. Whatever it was, it left a permanent mark of US UFO history.
You know, some say it was military flares, but the military said it wasn't. Just putting that out there.
Right?
California has its own hotbeds too. Joshua Tree National Park, for example, which is one of those no light pollution zones.
Mm-hmm.
Hikers and campers often spot strange lights in the sky.
The desert provides more than just visibility. It's the isolation. Out there, you can really sit with the silence and notice things you wouldn't in a noisy city. The solitude makes it easier to observe the unexplainable.
Exactly. And when you add the long history of strange stories tied to California's deserts, it just deepens the sense that something unusual is going on there.
Now, let's switch gears. Deserts may be great for spotting UFOs in the air, but bodies of waters, lakes, rivers, and oceans are just as important to the mystery.
Right. And here's where we get into USOs.
Unidentified submerged objects.
Reports of crafts emerging from or diving into water are surprisingly common.
Think about it. Water offers concealment, isolation, and the perfect place for something to hide. Oceans are vast and unexplored.
Very true. The
Mm-hmm.
Great Lakes, for example, have been tied to UFO sightings for decades. Lake Michigan is famous particularly for glowing lights and fast moving objects both above and below the surface.
Witnesses have described UFOs diving straight into the water and vanishing without a trace.
Then there's the Hudson River in New York, where glowing lights are often seen hovering just above the water. And over in West Virginia, the Ohio River adds another layer to the state's already eerie reputation with Point Pleasant, home of Mothman.
Right? People are there have reported glowing objects moving across the water as if the UFO activity and local legends are tangled together.
And of course, the Pacific Ocean has its shares of encounters too. Off the coast of California, California seems to be a big character in this.
Yeah.
Witnesses describe UFOs rising out of the waves and then disappearing into the night sky.
Which ties back to the theory we mentioned. Extraterrestrial craft might be using oceans and lakes as bases or hideouts.
Like our Loch Ness story in Scotland.
Right.
Exactly. When you consider how little of the ocean floor we've actually mapped and explored, the idea doesn't sound so impossible.
So deserts and water, two different environments, but both hotspots for UFO activity.
Yep. Maybe it's the visibility and the isolation of the desert, or maybe it's the concealment of the water, but either way, these environments seem to invite the unexplained.
Whether it's the Phoenix lights over Arizona, mysterious craft slipping beneath the Lake Michigan, or glowing objects over the Hudson River, one thing's for sure, UFOs have a way of showing up where nature itself sets the stage.
Very true. And that's what keeps us looking up and sometimes looking into the deep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I have a personal story actually. My father saw a UFO and he was at the beach. So you got the water and not the desert, but the beach.
The sand.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Thanks for joining us on this journey through UFO favorite hangouts.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed exploring the strange with us. Until next time,
Stay curious.
bye.
Bye.